If you're looking to measure the emissions of your organisation, it can seem like a daunting, complex puzzle. 15 greenhouse gas protocols aligned to 3 different scopes. So where do you start? Well, scope 1 is the envelope of your business. It's everything that you are directly responsible for. And you could look at this as being the edges of your puzzle. Scope 2 is indirect but focused purely on energy. And energy is given its own scope due to the fact that approximately 25% of a business's carbon footprint lies within its energy usage, so very important. Now you can imagine this as being the corners of your business. Most businesses can't function without energy consumption. So if you've ever put a puzzle together, you know that you start with the edges and the corners. So that's where we start with scope 1 and 2. And we will measure these, we will do a baseline year, and we will put together a carbon footprint for scope 1 and 2, and then we'll put together a strategy on how we can address and reduce what's going on here. While we're doing that, we will look at scope 3. Now scope 3 is everything else really. It's all of the indirects, it's within your supply chain and within your value chain. So the portion of your carbon footprint that you are responsible for from your suppliers, and then the products or services that you provide, everything that goes out the business, including all of your investments, that is scope 3. Now depending on your organisation, the size and the complexity of your organisation, depends on whether you're a 100-piece jigsaw puzzle or whether you're a 10,000 piece. And it can seem rather complex and rather confusing when we start looking at scope 3. But again, it's just a jigsaw puzzle. It's called the race to net zero, but it's actually a walk. So systematically, we will look at the protocols that are most appropriate for your business and your business type, the ones that are going to have the most effect on your carbon footprint and align with your targets. So like any jigsaw puzzle, we will do it in stages. And that's what your scope 3 is. Now scope 3 can seem a little complex because, as well as being a multi-part jigsaw puzzle, when we first start, none of the pieces actually have any pictures on. That's what we're doing. We're building up a model of all of these pieces. So scope 1 and 2 to start with, then we start mapping and modelling and addressing scope 3. But again, we do it in a systematic way, making the puzzle as simple to put together as possible.